Well, you can see here that I've got one of those Adafruit OLED displays hooked up to the C3 xplained board, and I used the expansion, one of the expansion slots on the board, and hooked the pins up identically to the same pins that are driving the OLED display on the xplained demo board. If we go to the hardware guide for the explained C3 explained demo board, under the OLED display connection, they got the data command pin set to a port D0, source clock to port D1, MOSI to port D3, ESS slave select to port F3, and reset set to port A3. So on the Adafruit, which is the same display as on the demo board, C3 demo board, exact same display, that 1306 driver chip. This is the speed version. Got the way I have it hooked up, I have the chip select pin grounded. If you remember from the last video, it was active. The chip select was an active low, and then to disable the chip, you drive it high, drive this pin high, and then reset to port A3, and the data command. This is a little confusing to me, but the data command pin hooked up to the slave select to port D0. The clock set to port D1. On the C3 demo card here, on this hardware PDF, we've got all the expansion headers listed on here, and you can see here on the J4 header that the SS, the MOSI, the SS for the display data and command select, and the MOSI, it's the for the display and the micro SD cards MOSI. We're not using MISO. We're not reading anything from the display, just sending data to it, and then our source clock. And then I'm running the ground in the VCC off the J4 header to power the Adafruit display. And this 3.3 V out, or VO, is for you don't have to hook that up. That's just if you want to. They put an extra 3.3 volt output if you want to use for other projects. We're not using it here. And what I'd eventually like to do is to drive a larger display, OLED display, off the C3 demo card, and then of course use the libraries that are in Atmel Studio, the ASF libraries, and see if I can drive different displays. But this is a good start. Pick an exact same display, and trying to copy the same pin out, and just get some functionality that way as I explore the libraries in Atmel Studio. And here you can see I'm just I have the chip select pin. I have it grounded there, and I'm just moving it over to to the power side, or at the power bar there. It runs along the breadboard. And trying to use the camera to, it says note depth perception, to put the pin in. And then I'll hit the program button, reprogram the both of them, the main board, and then you can see the display with the chip enable, pulled high, the display goes dead after I reprogrammed it. And then I'm just going to reverse it, put it back the way it was, put the chip select pin, ground it, and then I'll hit the program, reprogram everything. If I ever get the pin in there. There, I just hit the program, and the display's back enabled and running.